everyone, it's Cindy, and I am here to work on a little project. I'm going to go ahead and put this down as a 100-day project because it's just kind of a random project. And it's one I saw, oh boy, I just won't blink on her name. Okay, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyway, she was making flip outs, and I had flip outs on the brain because I've been finishing up a lot of these journals like this, and I thought, I don't ever do flip outs for these other than maybe fabric flips. So that was just kind of in my back of my brain. So when she showed this idea, I thought, oh yes, I want to do this. Gosh, I can't think of her name. Kelly Root Pursuit. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so they're flip outs. I already said that. So she made hers out of just scraps and things. So I thought, well, I've got a scrap band over here. I will try and see what I can do. And I already found two things we can use. So this one has a little bit of white on it. I'm just going to cut it off. It'd be easier than trying to use that ruler with just this little bit. So basically, she was tearing edges and then folding one over to be the flip out. And then she was putting writing space on the back. This one has writing space. And I could reinforce it, I guess. Maybe I should do that because it's pretty thin paper. So I have some other pretty thin paper. I tore out of an old book. So I'll back it with that. Ooh, I just worked on my art glitter glue. My metal tip stayed up in the rubber little closure thing, whatever you call that. Knitting needle thing, so I had a little bit of gluey water squirt out there. Oh, now I got to deal with that, don't I? Okay, yes, I had this wonderful torn edge, and now it's going to look like a wonderful cut edge, but we'll just work with it. I could have torn it again, but we'll just do this. And I could have put the paper on a little further over and made a bigger little flip out, or little tab, I guess is what I want to say. But this is pretty fragile paper, so I think it's better not to have it just be the flip out by itself. Okay, put that over there. Put the paper back. Okay, so we'll make this the little hinge where you put it on your page, and it's not even straight. Okay, and this color will go great in this journal. So find a page. Like here, you get glue on there, you flip it out, and you have writing space. And she was decorating hers a little bit, so I had this little label I thought I might put on there. It's just a decoration for the front, and then you get all that writing space, and it should be fairly smooth. It won't interfere with the writing too much. Okay, art glitter glue. No, this is a Fabri-Tac now. They're saying, we haven't been in here in a few days. We're going to be contrary. Okay. That's just a fabric label. I think I said that. It's all 3 layers of fabric stitched around. That's wrong. Wrong one. Okay. All right. Now, so that basically is it on this one. Then I had another one which definitely needs writing space, so we'll put this on. And I think I want something stronger, so I could flip. This is pretty narrow, so I think I'm going to add a tab. I mean, oh, it's adding tabs. Yes, I forgot. She put tabs on hers, like a well-tall tab. So here's one we can use. It is napkins on this book page. So it just makes it easier to see that, hey, this is to be turned back. Okay, yeah, a tab on there. So, and then it doesn't interfere with the writing space. All right, so that one's finished. Now, let's find some backing paper. Yeah, I changed my mind in the middle of the stream. This is pretty tough paper, so let's use it. And we will, let's do it this way. So we will leave a hinge here. Yes. Okay. So I had given up on the 100-day project just because I just was so out of time. I don't know. I know y'all are tired of me saying that, but my goodness, is life ever going to slow down? Just this Sunday, we scheduled a couple more things. Well, one we haven't officially scheduled. They have a train, Amtrak train, that goes from Oklahoma City to Fort Worth, Texas. They call it the Heartland Flyer. And it leaves out Oklahoma City like 8:30 in the morning and gets, it makes a few stops on the way. It gets to Texas about, Fort Worth about 12:30. And that's about a 4-hour, you don't call it drive, ride, whatever, on a train, which if you were driving it, you probably could do it in 3, but you know, you're not on a train. So anyway, we thought about doing that, but then the problem is when you get there, you got like a 5-hour layover before the train leaves to go back to Oklahoma City. It leaves about 5:30 and gets back at about 9:30. So it is a full day, and if you don't have your car, you know, it's just a little iffy for me, because we have my dad who's 90 and 91. I think he's 91. One of those. I know he's 91. It could be 92. Okay, there's my flip out. So anyway, did I have anything to decorate this with? I don't think I pulled out anything, but I can get a tab. I have a pile of them over here. This will be pretty. Anyway, he's 91, so he can't walk very far. So we definitely have to get an Uber. And then it's like, well, you can get an Uber to go eat. Then that takes an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And I read where they said that the benches in this train depot, and it's also, I think, a bus depot too. So we're downtown, just as downtown as you can get, I think, in Fort Worth, just about. Anyway, they have uncomfortable benches for waiting, and they've plugged up all the electrical outlets so homeless people don't hang out there and charge up their phones, I guess. Which, you know, it's really kind of sad, because a lot of people that would be waiting there aren't necessarily homeless. So anyway, okay, I don't know, did I have something else to put on this? A decoration? If I did, I covered it up. So I think I pretty much like it the way it is. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to look in here for a decoration. I could put a word on it, you know. These words go great. Spontaneous, love is grand, fantastic, gorgeous. Gorgeous words. Let's just do that. Put the word gorgeous on here. So anyway, I'm just doing all of this out of my scraps, except for the words here. And I'm just going to put it down here. The tabs were cut from scraps too. So, couple of flaps for journals, and this one might go well in this journal. I found I think it might have been my original use it up journal that I had forgotten I had, so it could definitely go in here. I think the colors will go great in here on that. Not necessarily on the blue, but just with the other things. So I'm just going to put this in here and work on that someday. And anyway, I'm going to keep digging through my scraps and make a few more flaps, flips, flaps, whatever you want to call them. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you later. Bye.